What up, y'all? King here. We back early. Uh, think big Thursdays. Show up, man. Come up with a plan, and then show up for your plan. Um, I looked at how many days I've been streaming. The plan was to stream for 30 days straight, and I did like 3 weeks. So I thought it was only like a week time. One thing that doing this stream taught me is gotta appreciate time too. I thought I only been streaming for a week, and it's already been 3 weeks. That's how fast time flies. Time flies when you're having fun, right? But it's Think Big Thursday, and show up. Come up with a plan and show up every day. You know, we do so many things that we don't want to do. But when it comes to stuff that we like and stuff that we want to do, we don't really show up for those things, and that's a problem. You know, you got to show up for things that you want to do instead of always showing up for the job that you don't like. Showing up every day for a job you don't like, and then when it comes to doing stuff you want to do, you really want to do, you don't show up for that. It's Think Big Thursday, so you got to come up with a plan and then show up for that plan that you really want to do. Whatever it is, you know? Like I've been talking to people on here that do so many different things. Um, Come up with your plan and show up for your plan. It's important, you know? I'm going to challenge the people on here. I try to do some sort of challenge, but I challenge you to set a goal of something that you've been wanting to do, and show up, start executing that plan, whatever it is. Could be could be about fitness, could be about networking, could be about anything. Starting up a small business. Create your plan and show up for that plan, you know? And that's what we're talking about today. So I appreciate all you guys for tapping in and everything. Um, when I get on here, so, and when you set a goal, right, your goal isn't going to happen at the same pace that other people might have set goals and they're reaching their goals. You know, things are happening for them, you know? Um, but, you know, for example, if somebody's going to school for 8 years, they finish, they graduate, they get a great career, they're making a lot of money, and you're still in the same position you were. You're not making any money. You're not. The pace of their life is not the same as yours. Because they graduated and they're successful doesn't mean you're not gonna graduate and be successful. And when I say graduate, I don't mean just college. I mean graduate into the next big thing that you're doing. You know, everybody's success doesn't happen at the same time. And that's something that I had to realize when I was coming up. I saw people making money and I'm like, that, how come I don't have that? Number one, you got to think realistic. You got to be like, did I have a plan in the first place? Did I even have a plan of success? And then once you have that plan of success, did you follow through and show up every day? Did you show up every day for that plan? You know, I set a goal to stream for 30 days straight, and I'm what, 3 weeks in? So I pretty much accomplished my goal. You know, I only got a couple of days left to reach 30 days. 20, I'm 3 weeks in. So it's like 20 something days. So I reached my goal. And I've never been a streamer before. Like, I'm not even the type of person that was streaming. It was just a goal I set to try something new, you know? So you can't be envious of somebody else's success or somebody else doing something unless you created a plan and you followed through with that plan and you showed up every day. You can't be jealous of someone else. You don't even have the right. Now, if you created a plan, you showed up every day, and you failed, two things happen. Maybe you didn't try hard enough. And the other thing is you learned. If you fail, you learning. It's okay to fail. I failed at a lot of things. A lot of things. When I was young, I started school and I wanted to study medicine. When I actually got into the pre-med program and I started studying, I just wasn't interested. I wasn't interested in the subject matter. Just was boring. And it was and I eventually dropped out. But I found my success with technology and business. So even though I failed when it came to studying anesthesiology, I had some success with business and education and technology. So I learned what I'm good at, and I learned what I'm interested in. You're gonna fail if you don't really enjoy what you're doing. Even if you make money doing it, something you don't like, it's still a failure because you're showing up every day to something that you don't want to do. It's not a big failure, but it's a little failure because you could work a little harder, become good at something you like doing, and have a career that you don't mind going to. That's what we're working for, right? I didn't love teaching, but I liked it, you know? And I was able to do it and get to a point where I'm retired and retiring soon and getting a pension. And I'm still able to teach technology and teach other things, which I really enjoy. I really enjoy teaching technology. Yeah, I do. I remember the name Scarface. What's going on, man? Appreciate you for tapping in. I wish I was 50 Cent. No, I don't. Bless him though. He's very successful. I'm good. Man. How are you? What's up? What you up to today? It's Think Big Thursday. We talking about creating plans and following through with your plans and doing what you said you're gonna do. You know, that's what we talking about today. Think Big Thursday. Okay, that's what's up. Trying, man, trying to get that workout in too. Trying to accomplish two things at once. You know, trying to talk to you guys and trying to get fit at the same time. Not easy. I lost a couple of pounds too. So you guys are helping me get through my workouts and hopefully in another week, a week or two, I drop another 4 or 5 pounds and I'm good. But I appreciate you, man. Um, yeah. But you know, whatever you're trying to do. I was saying that a lot of people show up for. You know, I'm in the park doing my walk. That's uh, basically uh, for the last 30 days. Well, it's been 20 something days. Been walking in a park, and every chance I get, I talk to you guys. So it's a 30-day stream, and there's a different topic every day. So I'm in the park. I've been. That's you know basically what I do. I talk during my walk in the park. So yeah, 30 days, 30 streams, and you know, we talking about everything. We could talk about whatever you guys want to talk about, but I do have a specific topic every day in case there's nothing you guys have to say, you know. And today is Think Big Thursday, and I'm challenging people to come up with a plan or something that you want to do, follow through with that plan, and show up for it every day. You know, kind of like what I'm doing with streaming. What's up? What's your question, my guy? Yeah, so um I mostly listen to like like I guess R&B and pop. Kind of like I listen to um like SZA. I listen to hip hop. I listen to like The Weeknd, Bruno Mars, uh, stuff like that. It's kind of a mixture of hip hop, pop, and kind of I think they have a name like ambient hip hop. Yeah, yeah, I love the weekend. The weekend is amazing. The way I've been listening to the weekend since he came out. When I first heard him, I was like, wow, this guy sounds like Michael Jackson. That's what kind of caught my attention. Yeah. So the fact that he sounded like Michael Jackson caught my attention, and then I started really listening to his words, and I like when people speak their truth. All his lyrics and stuff is not positive. A lot of it has to do with drug use and stuff, but some people suffer from depression, and he's a person that suffered from depression, and he expressed, and I like the fact when people express those things in their music, even if I'm not like taking drugs or anything like that. It's just him expressing his pain is kind of cool. The top three weekend songs, um, I don't know if I could name them, but I could tell you by project. Um, the House of Balloons, his first project. I don't really know names of songs. Like I might, and I can't. I'm not a great singer. I can't even hum it. But the House of Balloons project. That's that's my one of my favorites. But he has a song. Uh, man, I can't even think of names. Man. I listen to so much music. But yeah, the House of Balloons. Yeah, I like a lot of his older stuff. The first stuff, the thing with me and music, to me, like I always fall in love with the artist's first projects. Like to me, I like Eminem, but I don't really like the Eminem that's making music now. I like the Eminem. Hi, my name is what? My name is ooh. I like that Eminem. To me, I feel like he changed a little bit as time went on. Yep. Yeah, Cardi. Uh, I listened to a little Cardi, and I used to listen to Madonna when I was younger. Um, Madonna doesn't really make. She has a lot of classic hits though. Um, I listen to Madonna, not really too much lately, but I used to listen to Madonna, and I listen to Cardi. I do. Yep. Um, you listen to Cardi and Madonna? Ah, hip hop. Um, I listen to a lot of underground hip hop. Um, I listen to Dave East, um, Benny the Butcher. You ever heard of Benny the Butcher? Um, who else? Um, all right, so that's Dave East. Yeah, Benny the Butcher. Um, who else? Uh, listen to A Boogie with the hoodie. Uh, uh, who else? Um, Gunna. You know who's nice that I really like listening to is Big X the Plug. Big X the Plug. I think he's from Texas. He's fire, and he's versatile too. He does hip hop, and then I think he's doing country now. I like when artists do that. They show their versatility. Super cool. Uh, yeah, so that's a couple. Big X the Plug is he has a really great rap voice. You know, I did it. He has that. He has that deep voice, which is really cool. You know, a funny story. I got a funny story about MGK. Um, I don't know. You guys know I work in media. I have my own media company too, along with teaching. And I met MGK before he blew up. And he was he was nothing like the guy that you see today. Nothing like the MGK that you see today. He was just like this skinny kid. He looked like he was from the suburbs. He had a button-up pair of jeans, and he was nothing like the kid that you see today. Um, yeah, you think it was Eminem that made him switch? Oh, who's asking? That's hilarious. That is hilarious. But yeah, he was just some suburban looking kid. He had like a fade. skinny kid. Same, I guess, size he is now. But he looked like, when I met him, he looked like more like Abercrombie and Finch. He was dressed preppy, and now he's like this rock star look to him. He was a preppy kid when I met him. It's crazy how the music industry can make you flip, because he is a totally different person. And people don't realize it, because I could send you a picture that they sent me. You might laugh. Matter of fact, I should post it. I'm gonna try to post the picture in the community section. Like MGK from like 2010. I think I met him around 2010, maybe 2010, 2009. I never met him yet. No. Um, the majority of the people that I've met are either signed to a label that's in New York, or they're from New York. So a lot of the celebrities that I've met is because I was working with companies that are in New York. And Eminem, I think he's signed to like Aftermath, which is Warner Brothers, I think, or Universal, one of them. And they're in New York, but I hadn't have the opportunity to meet him. I want to, though. I'm a big fan of him. Wow. um, I met Nicki Minaj. I could just name a couple because it's a lot. I met Nicki Minaj. I met DJ Khaled, 50 Cent, L Cool J. You could like look in the community section and see it. That's me and L Cool J. I met Jeremiah. I met the whole cast of the fourth season of Power, the TV show Power. I met Bun B. I met who else? I met Dipset, Joel Santana, Jim Jones, all of those guys. Cameron. I met, let me see, a lot of people. That's a couple. I know a lot of behind the scenes people too, like A&R guys, you know. But yeah. And this industry is really, entertainment industry is really weird, because I worked in behind the scenes. I'm more of a tech person, like designing websites and stuff like that, and coaching people with AI. Now everything is AI, coaching people with AI. So I'm close with my good friend LL Cool J. He helps me a lot, and we talk a lot about a lot of different things. He gives me advice. I give him advice. He's the one that I'm closest to, that I talk to all the time. He's a good friend of mine. Yeah, he's a legend. And like, I always get on here and I talk good about him, because he's the most real person that I ever met in the entertainment industry. And the entertainment industry is full of a lot of fake people. There's a lot of fake people. And the El Cool J, uh, he's a real person. You know what I mean? He's a real person. He's the one of the most kind people that you will ever meet, man. The guy is real genuine. And like if he tell you something, he's a man of his word, and that's rare too. Um, like who? What? What was that? He's the closest He's like someone that I consider a friend and someone that I'm close to. And I remember someone was asking me one day. I don't like asking my friends for stuff, even though he could probably just make a phone call and change your life. Um, he has like that much power. I don't like asking people uh, for stuff. You know what I mean? So he always gets people that are asking him for stuff, and I don't want to be one of those people in his life that thinks of him like a human ATM, kind of like family members that always come to you for money, like you're a freaking human ATM. You know? Um, he's a good dude though. Yep, I would consider him the person that I'm closest to. Yeah. Who else? I have a client by the name of Who is Stephen Young. Super talented R&B singer, and he has songs out with Snoop Dogg, French Montana, um, Davies, DDG. Super talented, very modest, and he's a good friend of mine. He's another person that I talk to every day because he's my client and he's also a good friend of mine. So shout out to Who is Stephen Young. He's in California right now working on a TV show. Yeah, so those two people, Al Cool J and Who is Stephen Young, are people that are in the industry that I'm very close to, that are my good friends. So, yeah. So I may start working for Al Cool J soon. So he has a company called Rock the Bells, and I already do little things with them now. So I may work with them in the future. We'll see. going up the hill. Whew. Oh, about to end this stream, guys. Appreciate you guys for tapping in. Always fun every day. What's up? What's up? Appreciate you for tapping in. Um, I'm about to end the stream though. Uh, I remember the name Indian Soldier. I think. Um, you from India? I've talked to a few people from India on here before. I think I think you were one of them. Yeah, I remember. I have a decent memory. I mean, I've talked to hundreds of people on this thing. Yeah, I have yeah, I remember. I was telling you that I want to visit India one day. Yeah, I think I was telling you, which I do, and I have a good friend of mine. His name is Abhishek, and I don't even know if I'm saying his name. I don't even know if I'm saying his name correctly, but I call him Sheikh. And he went to India and he got an arranged marriage. He got married. Yes, everybody's good. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, but I love India, and I'm actually I don't know if you know what ETFs are, but I'm in the process of buying some stock in India because the economy in India is growing really quickly. So I yeah, I'm in New York. That's all you hear all day is sirens. Yeah, I want to come there, man, because a lot of people tell me that the economy there is doing very well and it's growing very quickly. And I want to invest in India and I want to invest in Africa too. So for those that don't know, you can invest in the growth of India and Africa through ETFs. And if you want to not only, yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine. It looks like a very beautiful place. Yeah. Why India? Why do I invest in India? Why am I investing in India? Because the economy is growing. I think probably the fastest in the world right now. Um, yeah, the economy is growing very quickly, and if you invest in it, you can profit from it. Through investing in because I don't know if you're familiar with ETFs. ETFs are basically funds that are made up of the top 500 companies. So if you invest in the top 500 companies, those are the companies that are doing the best, and you're going to benefit from that. Yes, I do. I have a good friend who actually moved to India. He got married and he moved to India. His name is Sheikh. Yeah. If I go there, I'm gonna visit him, my friend. I'm not going there just random. Okay. Congratulations. Protecting your country. Have a good day. But I not only want to, I invest in U.S. companies. I invest in a lot Fortune 500 companies in the U.S. But I want to just expand my portfolio and start investing in different countries because they're growing. Like Africa, there's parts of Africa that's growing faster than the U.S. And I want to invest in that. And there's the economy is growing quickly, and I want to invest in that. So I just want to own a part of it. I'm just that type of person. If I see some businesses that are doing well, like I'm an investor in the UFC. I'm a big fan of UFC and I watch it. So I said, you know what? Why not invest in it? Yeah, yeah. I mean, when you see something, a trend that's up and coming, invest in it, man. Wow, why not? You know, why not own a piece of something that you're watching grow? You know, like I own stock in Tesla, Apple, Google, YouTube, all those companies. That I use every day. I don't know if I invested in TikTok. I know I had planned to invest in TikTok, not TikTok specifically, but the company that owns TikTok. It's a Chinese company. I had planned on, China's another probably good investment. Their economy is growing too. Yeah, I invest in the UFC. There's a company that owns the UFC, and they also own venues. I invested in that company because I'm a big fight fan. You know, I like boxing, and I like UFC. I also invested in Madison Square Garden. There's a company that owns Madison Square Garden. I invested in that company and Barclays Center in New York. So if I go, places that I attend and clothes and stuff that I buy, um, technology that I use, um, I try to invest in those companies. That's just what I do. Like that's just what I like to do. I enjoy owning a piece of the things that I enjoy. Like I own stock in Nike. I don't even really wear Nikes anymore, but at one point, that's all I wore was Nike. So I invested in it, and yeah, and that's stuff that you can leave to your family if something happens to you. Uh, I use the M1 app to invest, but you can use any app that you want. But I use M1 because I feel like it's the easiest. Yeah. So yeah, I invest in all the companies that I enjoy. You know, uh, I recommend that for anyone. I'm not a financial advisor. I actually worked as a financial advisor for about a year, but I didn't like it because you get at the company that I was working for. They gave you a small salary and then you worked on commission. So it really the bulk base of your money came from how many clients you had, and I didn't really like that too much. Yeah. But I'm about to end the stream, guys. Appreciate you guys for tapping in. Today was what is today? It's Thursday, right? Yeah. All right, guys. Appreciate you guys for tapping in. Think Big Thursdays. We talked a lot about different things today from investing. I invest through the M1 app. I like to invest in things that I enjoy. Um, thank you. Have a good day. Um, Make sure that you create a plan and execute that plan. That's what I want to challenge you guys to do. Instead of always showing up every day for something that you don't want to do, show up every day for something that you want to do. Create a plan, something that you really enjoy, and then show up every day for it. All right, man. Think Big Thursday. Appreciate you guys. I'll be on again probably tomorrow afternoon, man. Appreciate you guys. Talk to you later.